Hello students, next point is the Bessel equation. Bessel equation is if alpha is a constant and real of alpha always greater equal 0, the Bessel equation of order alpha is the equation x square y double dash plus xy dash plus x square minus alpha square into y equal to 0. Means this form is nothing but the Bessel equation of order alpha. This has the form x square y double dash plus x into a of x y dash plus b of x into y equal to 0. Therefore, comparing with this, we get a of x equal to 1 and b of x equal to x square minus alpha square. Since a, b are analytic at x equal to 0, the Bessel equation has the origin as a regular singular point. Means origin, that means x equal to 0 is nothing but the regular singular point of this Bessel equation. How? If we divide x square on both sides, we get y double dash plus 1 upon xy dash plus x square minus alpha square upon x square into y equal to 0. And we know that how to calculate a singular point and a regular singular point. So, the Bessel equation has the origin as a regular singular point. Now, this Bessel equation has a solution phi of x equal to x raised to r. For your understanding, I do a rough work. If we take solution has the form phi of x raised to r summation ck x raised to k running from 0 to infinity. Now here we say that phi of x is the solution of Bessel equation. That means phi of x satisfies this equation x square phi double dash of x plus x phi dash of x plus x square minus alpha square phi of x equal to 0. After we calculating each term, we get a indicial polynomial. Q is in the form of Q of r equal to r into r minus 1 plus r minus alpha square equal to r square minus r plus r minus alpha square minus r plus r get cancelled. We get r square minus alpha square. Q of r equal to r square minus alpha square. Now, this indicial polynomial has two roots because here degree of r equal to 2. Also, the Bessel equation has degree 2. So, Q of r whose two roots r1 and r2. When we equate Q of r equal to 0 means r square minus alpha square equal to 0, we get r square equal to alpha square, which implies r equal to plus minus alpha. That means r equal to alpha, r2 equal to minus alpha. For now here we say that for x greater than 0, now let us consider alpha equal to 0. If we consider alpha equal to 0, then we get two roots which are equal. Because alpha equal to 0, so minus alpha also equal to 0. So let us consider alpha equal to 0 first. Since the roots are both equal for 0, since the roots are both equal for 0. Now, in this case, it follows from theorem that there are two solutions phi 1 and phi 2 of the form phi 1 of x equal to sigma 1 of x and phi 2 of x equal to x into sigma 2 of x plus log of x phi 1 of x. If two roots are equal, then solution has the form phi 1 of x equal to sigma 1 of x and phi 2 of x equal to x into sigma 2 of x plus log of x into phi 1 of x. Where sigma 1, sigma 2 have power series expansions, have power series expansions which converge for all finite x, which converge for all finite x. Let us compare sigma 1, sigma 2. Let us compare sigma 1, sigma 2. Now, sigma 1 has a power series expansion. So, sigma 1 is in the form of power series. First, consider L of y equal to, Bessel equation is x square y double dash plus xy dash plus x square into y equal to 0. Here why we take x square into y? Because here term is nothing but the x square minus alpha square, but we took alpha equal to 0. So when we put alpha equal to 0, we get x square. So x square into y equal to 0. And suppose sigma 1 of x equal to summation ck x raised to k running from 0 to infinity, and c naught is not equal to 0. Now here we say that sigma 1 is nothing but the solution of the Bessel equation, because phi 1 of x equal to sigma 1 of x. So sigma 1 of x satisfies this equation. So first calculate sigma 1 dash and then sigma 1 double dash, and then put all the values in this equation. First we have sigma 1 dash of x equal to summation ck into k x raised to k minus 1, k running from 1 to infinity. Now sigma 1 double dash of x equal to summation ck k into k minus 1, x raised to k minus 2, k running from 2 to infinity. If we take here k equal to 0 to infinity, k equal to 0 to infinity, there is no change in the series. So for our simplicity, we take for first derivative k running from 1 to infinity, and for double derivative k running from 2 to infinity. And hence x square sigma 1 double dash of x equal to, when we multiply x square for this series, we get summation ck k into k minus 1, x raised to k, k running from 2 to infinity. Now x into sigma 1 dash of x equal to x into this series, we get summation ck into k, x raised to k, k running from 1 to infinity. Here series start from 2 to infinity. Here series start from 1 to infinity. So to convert this series for k to 2 to infinity, first put k equal to 1 to this series, we get c1 into x plus, now remaining term starts from 2 to infinity for this series. So x into sigma 1 dash of x equal to c1 into x plus summation ck into k x raised to k, k running from 2 to infinity. Now next calculate x square sigma 1 of x equal to x square summation ck x raised to k, k running from 0 to infinity equal to summation ck x raised to k plus 2, k running from 0 to infinity. Now here series in the form of x raised to k, here also series in the form x raised to k. So for that, to made x raised to k, replace k by k minus 2, we get summation. If we replace k equal to k minus 2, then k running from 2 to infinity, k minus 2 equal to 0 means k running from 2 to infinity, ck minus 2, x raised to k minus 2 plus 2, minus 2 plus 2 get cancelled, we get x raised to k. Now next calculate L of sigma 1 of x. We have L of y equal to x square y double dash plus xy dash plus x square into y. Then L of sigma 1 of x equal to x square sigma 1 double dash of x plus x into sigma 1 dash of x plus x square sigma 1 of x. So, for this x square sigma 1 double dash of x has series ck into k minus 1 x raised to k running from 2 to infinity plus x into sigma 1 dash of x equal to c1 into x plus summation ck into k x raised to k running from 2 to infinity plus x square sigma 1 of x equal to summation ck minus 2 x raised to k running from 2 to infinity equal to c1 into x plus summation. Now these three series running from 2 to infinity, so also has variable x raised to k, so we can write these three series together like this: ck into k minus 1 plus k into x raised to k plus ck minus 2 into x raised to k running from 2 to infinity equal to c1 into x plus summation ck, now x raised to k common, k square minus k plus k is nothing but the k square plus ck minus 2 into x raised to k running from 2 to infinity L of sigma 1 of x. Now sigma 1 of x is the solution of L of y equal to 0, so L of sigma 1 of x equal to 0. Now comparing the coefficients of x on both sides, we get c1 equal to 0 and k square into ck plus ck minus 2 equal to 0, which implies ck equal to minus ck minus 2 upon k square, and this series starts from 2 to infinity, so k equal to 2, 3 and so on. Now if you put c naught equal to 1, the choice c naught equal to 1, because c naught is not equal to 0, so here we put c naught equal to 1. Now k equal to 2, for this equation we get c2 equal to minus c naught upon 2 square, and c naught equal to 1, sorry just a minute. If we put c naught equal to 1, minus 1 upon 2 square. Now k equal to 3, we get c3 equal to minus c1 upon k square, but here we get c1 equal to 0, so c3 equal to 0. Now k equal to 4, we get c4 equal to minus c2 upon 4 square. Now put value of c2 in this equation, we get minus minus plus 1 upon 2 square into 4 square and so on. If we put k equal to 5, we get c5 equal to minus c3 upon 5 square, and also here c3 equal to 0, so c5 equal to 0. So we get only even terms of the constant. So in general c2m equal to minus 1 raised to m upon 2 square into 4 square and so on 2m bracket square equal to minus 1 raised to m upon 2 raised to 2m into m factorial bracket square, m running from 1 to and so on. Since c1 equal to 0, so we get all the odd terms equal to 0 or odd suffix c3 equal to c5 equal to and so on equal to 0. Thus sigma 1 contains only even powers of x, contains only even powers of x, and we obtain sigma 1 of x equal to summation minus 1 raised to m x raised to 2m upon 2 raised to 2m m factorial bracket square m running from 0 to infinity. We get only even terms, that's why here x raised to 2m, where as usual 0 factorial equal to 1 and 2 raised to 0 equal to 1. The function defined by this series, the function defined by this series, which function? Sigma 1 of x, is called the Bessel function. The Bessel function of zero order of the first kind and is denoted by J naught. Thus J naught of x equal to summation minus 1 raised to m upon m factorial bracket square into x upon 2 raised to 2m, m running from 0 to infinity. We now determined a second solution, phi 2 of x. We now determine a second solution, phi 2, for the Bessel equation of order 0. For the Bessel equation of order 0. Here why we said that of order 0? Because in the first we said that the Bessel equation of order alpha, and here we take alpha equal to 0, so the Bessel equation of order 0. Now letting phi 1 equal to z naught. Why we taking phi 1 equal to z naught? Because this function sigma 1 of x is called the Bessel function at zero order of the first kind and is denoted by J naught. Also phi 2 of x equal to has the form x into sigma 2 of x plus log of x into phi 1 of x, and phi 1 of x is nothing but the sigma 1 of x, and sigma 1 of x equal to J naught of x. So letting phi 1 equal to J naught, this solution has the form, phi 2 of x equal to summation ck x raised to k running from 0 to infinity x into sigma 2 of x, we take series, plus log of x as it is into phi 1 of x. Here we take c naught equal to 0. Phi 2 of x has the form like this, and x into sigma 2 of x, we take this series, log x as it is, phi 1 of x as it is. Now just a minute. Phi 2 of x is the second solution of L of y equal to 0. So L of y is nothing but the x square y double dash plus xy dash plus x square into y equal to 0. Because alpha equal to 0, so coefficient of y is nothing but the x square. Now phi 2 is the solution of L of y equal to 0. So phi 2 satisfies this equation. So first calculate phi 2 dash, phi 2 double dash. Phi 2 of x is nothing but the summation ck x raised to k running from 0 to infinity plus log x into phi 1 of x. So first phi 2 dash of x equal to summation ck into k x raised to k minus 1 k running from 1 to infinity, plus now apply product rule of derivative, we get 1 upon x phi 1 of x plus phi 1 dash of x up into log x. Now take second derivative, phi 2 double dash of x equal to summation ck into k minus 1 x raised to k minus 2 k running from 2 to infinity plus phi 1 dash of x upon x minus 1 upon x square phi 1 of x plus phi 1 double dash of x into log x plus phi 1 dash of x upon x. So we get summation ck into k minus 1 x raised to k minus 2 k running from 2 to infinity plus 2 phi 1 dash of x upon x minus phi 1 of x upon x square plus phi 1 double dash of x into log x. Thus L of phi 2 of x become x square phi 2 double dash of x plus x into phi 2 dash of x plus x square phi 2 of x equal to x square phi 2 double dash of x means x square multiply each term. So we get summation ck into k minus 1 x raised to k running from 2 to infinity because x square into x raised to minus 2 get cancelled plus 2 x into phi 1 dash of x minus phi 1 of x plus x square phi 1 double dash of x into log x. Okay, now x into phi 2 dash of x means summation ck into k x raised to k running from 1 to infinity plus phi 1 of x because x get cancelled plus x into phi 1 dash of x into log x plus summation ck into k x raised to k running from 1 to infinity plus phi 1 of x plus x into phi 1 dash of x into log x plus x square phi 2 of x. Phi 2 of x is nothing but this. So summation ck into x raised to k plus 2 k running from 0 to infinity plus x square log x into phi 1 of x. Okay. Now here you can see that log x we can take common. We get x square phi 1 double dash of x plus x into phi 1 dash of x plus x square phi 1 of x and log x outside. So this equation is nothing but the L of phi 1 of x. X square phi 1 double dash of x plus x into phi 1 dash of x plus x square phi 1 of x and log x multiply. And phi 1 of x is the solution of L of phi equal to 0. So L of phi 1 of x equal to 0. So this term get cancelled. Now we get 2x phi 1 dash of x minus phi 1 of x plus phi 1 of x get cancelled. So we get 2x phi 1 dash of x plus, now here you can see that series starts from 2 to infinity, 1 to infinity, 0 to infinity. Convert it into from all the series start from 2 to infinity. Just a minute guys. Phi 1 dash of x plus summation ck into k minus 1 x raised to k running from 2 to infinity plus, now first put k equal to 1 then remaining series start from 2 to infinity. So c1 into x plus summation ck into x raised to k running from 2 to infinity. Now next calculate k equal to 0 for and k equal to 1 for this series. We get c naught x square plus c1 x cube, but we can, for simplicity, instead of calculating series for 0 and 1. We convert it for k running from 2 to infinity. How? Replace k by k minus 2. So series start from k equal to 2 to infinity, ck minus 2 x raised to k. So we get L of phi 2 of x equal to 2x phi 1 dash of x plus c1x plus summation ck minus 1 x raised to k running from 2 to infinity plus summation ck x raised to k running from 2 to infinity plus summation ck minus 2 into x raised to k running from 2 to infinity. Okay. So now we want series start from 3 to infinity. So for this, first put k equal to 2, this series, also this series and this series, and remaining series become k running from 3 to infinity. So 2x phi 1 dash of x plus c1x plus, first when we calculate 2 to infinity we get c2, 2 into 2 minus 1, 2x square, plus for this series c2 2 x square, plus for this series c0 x square, plus remaining series ck into k minus 1 plus k plus ck minus 2 into x raised to k running from 3 to infinity. Here we write these three series when start from 3 to infinity, we write together. We take c0 equal to 0. Just a minute, where we take c0 equal to 0? Here, the choice c0 equal to 0. So put c0 equal to 0. This term get 0. So we get 2x phi 1 dash of x plus c1x, now c2x square common, 2 into 2 plus 2 square c2x square plus summation k square minus k plus k cancel, ck into k square plus ck minus 2 x raised to k start from 3 to infinity. Now L of phi 2 of x. Phi 2 of x is the solution, so L of phi 2 of x equal to 0, which implies c1x plus 2 square c2x square plus summation ck square plus ck minus 2 x raised to k start from 3 to infinity equal to minus 2x phi 1 dash of x. Now we have phi 1 of x equal to j naught of x, and j naught of x equal to summation minus 1 raised to m x raised to 2m upon 2 raised to 2m m factorial bracket square n running from 0 to infinity. Okay, now take derivative phi 1 dash of x, we get summation minus 1 raised to m 2m x raised to 2m minus 1 upon 2 raised to 2m m factorial bracket square m start from 1 to infinity. So after putting phi 1 dash of x equal to this, in this equation we get c1x plus 2 square c2x square plus summation ck square plus ck minus 2 x raised to k running from 3 to infinity equal to minus 2x phi 1 dash of x equal to summation minus 1 raised to m 2m x raised to 2m minus 1 upon 2 raised to 2m m factorial bracket square n running from 1 to infinity equal to minus 2 summation minus 1 raised to m 2m 2 raised to 2m means 2 raised to 2m becomes 2 raised to 2m minus 1 m x raised to, here x into x raised to 2m minus 1 means x raised to 2m upon m factorial bracket square m running from 1 to infinity. For our simplicity, we take 2m as it is. So now calculating each term, we get, comparing the coefficient of x, we get c1 equal to 0, 2 square c2 equal to 1. When we put m equal to 1, we get the term in the form of x square. So c1 equal to 0, 2 square c2 equal to 1 and remaining equal to 0. K start from 3 to infinity means c3 3 square plus c1 equal to 0. So c2 equal to 1 upon 2 square, c1 equal to 0, so c3 equal to 0. So we see that since this series on the right has only even powers of x, only even powers of x, we see that since the series on the right has only even powers of x, so c1 equal to 0, c3 equal to 0, c5 equal to 0 and so on for the odd terms. So the recurrence relation for the other coefficients is, put k equal to 2m, we get in this series k equal to 2m, so 2m bracket square c2m plus c2m minus 2 equal to minus 1 raised to m plus 1 2 square m upon 2 raised to 2m m factorial bracket square, because here we comparing only even powers of x, coefficient of even powers of x. So minus 2 into this series, we get minus 1 raised to m plus 1 into 2 into 2, 2 square into m x raised to 2m. There is no need to write because here we comparing upon 2 raised to 2m into m factorial bracket square as it is. Now for this, minus 1 raised to m plus 1 into m upon 2 raised to 2m minus 2 into m factorial bracket square, 2 raised to 2m minus 1, so minus 2. So m start from 2, 3 and so on, because for m equal to 1 we get this term. So here we take m start from 2, 3 and so on. So c2 equal to 1 upon 2 square for c2, not this, c2 equal to 1 upon 2 square. When we put m equal to 1, we get c2 equal to 1 upon 2 square. Now put m equal to 2, we get c4 equal to 1 upon 4 square minus 1 upon 2 square minus 1 upon 2 into 2 square equal to, when we arranging this term, we get 1 upon minus 1 upon 2 square 4 square into 1 plus 1 upon 2. Now c6, when we put m equal to 3, we get c6 like this, 1 upon 2 square into 4 square into 1 plus 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 2 square 4 square into 1 upon 3 means 1 upon 2 square into 4 square into 6 square, 1 plus 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 3. Just a minute. Here 1 upon 6 square is common. and so on. And it can be shown by induction that C2m equal to minus 1 raised to m minus 1 upon 2 raised to 2m m factorial bracket square into 1 plus 1 half plus 1 upon 3 plus and so on plus 1 upon m. M start from 1, 2 and so on. The solution thus determined is called a Bessel function of zero order of the second kind. The solution thus determined is called a Bessel function of zero order of the second kind and is denoted by k naught. Hence k naught of x equal to summation minus 1 raised to m upon m factorial bracket square into 1 plus 1 half plus 1 upon 3 plus and so on plus 1 upon m into x upon 2 raised to 2m. M start from 1 to infinity plus log of x into phi 1 of x is nothing but the j naught of x. Using the ratio test, it is easy to check that the series on the right is convergent for all finite x. Now, here we get two solutions for the Bessel equation of order alpha, and here we take alpha equal to 0. So, the Bessel equation of order 0, we get two solutions, phi 1 of x and phi 2 of x, and we take phi 1 of x equal to j naught of x and phi 2 of x equal to k naught of x. So, the Bessel equation of order alpha or of order 0, we get j naught of x and k naught of x, two solutions. Now, here we stop.